I Spy a Shadow and Bone book.
Yes, I do have it here.
Whoa.
Congratulations on
Trying to outdo me.
Oh, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You were like, I love how supportive you are of it, because I talk to actors who are based off of like in series and movies based off books all the time. I love that you have them right behind you. Congratulations on this show. I'm actually in the middle of my second rewatch. I love being in this world so much. I'm honestly, wow. Yes, and I know that you guys wrapped this show pre-pandemic. I was speaking with Freddy about it. I'm curious, when the three of you first met, was it at an audition, a chemistry read? When did you all three meet? Was it prior to filming? Ben, I'll begin with you.
So I didn't meet Jessie and Archie until I turned up in Budapest, and I remember it very vividly. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Archie, I'd obviously known for for a while because we did another show together, a show called Gold Digger, where I was seducing his mother in that particular show, and here we are fighting over a woman again.
Oh my God, I love it. Adding that to the list.
But then when I heard that Archie was sort of up for this role of Mal, having read the first book and seeing what heart and boldness this character has, I thought that, you know, it's got to be Archie who comes and breathes life and blood into that role. And then Jessie I met when I turned up in Budapest with the others, you know, I sort of bumped into the whole cast in one go, and I immediately knew exactly who was playing who. It's like they walked off the pages of this book, because there is no one that is more pure joy and sunlight than Jessie.
Oh, it honestly seems like you guys had the best time filming on set. Jessie, you know, I got a lot of questions from fans, and I want to get into those shortly. But when you guys first met, was it at an audition or chemistry read for you? When did you first meet Archie?
I first met Archie in a chemistry read. So I'd already met a couple of guys who were up from Mal, and they were all brilliant. But just there was just something that wasn't what I was imagining. And then Archie was the last person that day, and he just walks in, and everyone just immediately went, yeah, that's it. You know, Archie just brought this raw kind of, well, yeah, a bit of swagger, but just this vulnerability with this sort of rough edge, and it was just absolutely pitch perfect. And we had 2 chemistry reads, and after the second one, I said to Arch, come for lunch with me, let's get to know each other. And I sat there chatting away, going, it's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be so exciting. And
oh my God, I love it.
I haven't got the part yet.
I didn't know I had the part yet. And yeah, Jessie was getting all excited,
confident.
And I was getting all excited, and then I was like, well, actually, let's calm down, because you called me after that lunch, actually. Did I call you? Yeah. Ben, help! I really want it.
She made me go for lunch with her.
Honestly, yeah. When is the last time the three of you have seen each other in person? Then, Archie, when was it?
I saw these guys. We did a photo shoot. Oh well, yeah. I've seen Jessie more recently, but all of us together was at a photo shoot we did actually on the day my daughter was born, which was quite hectic. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. So you took about three photos and then went, she's gone to labour, got to go, see ya.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, like I said, I got tons of questions from fans. Ben, a lot of fans, you know, really are interested in this topic and questioning on whether the Darkling really does truly have feelings for Alina. And as for someone who did not read the book and just saw the show, I was totally shipping that relationship until things kind of unraveled. So Ben, I'm just curious for you, do you feel that he has like a complicated past, and do you feel like he's misunderstood? How did you approach that character?
I mean, I think when you're playing a character like that who has ambiguous motives and is clearly manipulative, you know, that's probably the kindest word you could use about him. I think that you have to find reasons that to justify, you know, his behavior. And for me, you know, obviously to try to safeguard and protect his people and his Grisha and bring peace to the country is something he's determined to do. But he's tried it so many different ways, and so he feels like he's sort of last resort, really, and he knows he needs this sun summoner character to aid him on his plight. But then she turns up and she wrong foots him, and she makes him sort of feel alive again. You know, he must have lost a lot along the way. He feels very isolated at the top of the, you know, hierarchy of this world. And so, yeah, I'm always looking for moments to see the humanity in him and find the vulnerability to contrast the power, and just to see the confusion to contrast his certainty and all of that. And I think she is, you know, she's the chosen one. She's special, and she is the, you know, that little glint of light to his dark. So, one would hope he's redeemable, but also you can't condone his kind of behavior, because he's our villain.
Yes, well, congratulations to the three of you. I absolutely love the series and cannot wait for fans to see it. Jessie, your performance, you lead the show just so beautifully. I love the scene in episode 2 with the three of you when Alina sees the light for the first time, when the general shows it to you. All three of you are involved in that moment, and it's so powerful and special. I could talk to you guys all day about this. Thank you so much for your time. And like I said, I can't wait for fans to see the series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Oh, yeah, I honestly loved it.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much.
Second watch.
The three of you on the show. I'm actually in the middle of my second rewatch now. I have the gorgeous book right here. Yes, I am. I'm like, I wanted to prep for you guys. I'm like doing like a deeper dive. I loved watching the relationship and the friendships just grow between, you know, the three of these characters throughout the 8 episodes. And I'm honestly curious, because I think, Freddie, I was looking at your Instagram and you guys kind of wrapped filming on this right before the pandemic. So I'm curious when the last time you guys have seen each other, first of all, and then when did you guys first meet? Was it during an audition, a chemistry read? Freddie, I'll begin with you.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, it feels like a really long time ago that we were all together filming, because we started in September 2019.
Oh, wow.
And then really luckily finished filming a week before the lockdown came into place in the UK. So we sort of just about scraped through. And then we have seen each other sort of in parks at distances, you know, over the last year. But it's been really strange, and it's lovely to all get together now and kind of celebrate the release of the show.
Yeah, Amita, when did you all meet? Was it at an audition? Was it at a chemistry read? When did you guys first meet? Was it on production?
So I had the pleasure of meeting Jessie during the chemistry reads, because both of us, we were already cast, and the rest of them, they were casting the rest. So I met Freddy when we were meeting Eric and our director from first 2 episodes, Leigh. And then I met Kit at a chemistry read, and for some reason I thought I knew Kit already before. For some reason I felt like we'd already met. And yeah, it's just been such a wonderful journey of growing our friendship and working together. And, you know, I really have made friends for life from the show.
Yeah, no, for sure. It seems like you guys had like the best time on set. Kit, I'm wondering
Really
for
did.
you know, I speak with a lot of actors where they do a series or a movie and it's based off of a book. And a lot of them choose to really do a deep dive of the book. A lot of them choose to have conversations with the author. What did you choose to do in order to kind of really connect with Jesper? Did you read the books?
We did. No, all of us did all of that stuff you've listed. We all read the book before we started. We all had contact with Leigh Bardugo because she came out.
Yes.
So she visited I think 2 separate visits.
Yep.
I mean, you'll know if you've seen it, she pops up. So like, you know, we were all as a cast, as crew, in terms of production, everyone became huge fans of the world and of the books. And so everyone was trying their very best to kind of adapt it in the best way possible. And everyone just fell in love with every single aspect of it. We're all just massive nerds who have been given the money to make it. And so
I absolutely love that. I mean, obviously when you have, you know, production and like screenplays and writing that's just as great, you know, as Leigh's writing, it's super easy to get wrapped into the world. But I'm wondering if there is a particular element that really connected you to your characters. Was it a wardrobe piece? Was it something that you kind of personally created? Freddie, I'll start with you. Is there something that you personally did in order to connect with Kaz when you started filming that day?
So I had a little kind of physical trigger that I would do with the cane before every take. It was just like a really small, simple thing, but it just helped me kind of, you know, get back in touch and remind myself, you know, that this is something that you know, that the cane is a part of him and, you know, an extension of him.
Did you get to bring it home after filming?
I did. I was very lucky. I Yeah, well, initially I just took it, and then afterwards I sent an email being like, "Is this okay?" But I was basically back in my flat by that point.
Amita, did you bring anything from after filming season 1 from your character? Did you bring anything home?
I did. I had the pleasure of keeping all of Inez's 14 knives, which is so great. Every now and then I look at them and play around with them. And I asked production if I could keep Inez's boots. I have a tradition where I love to keep all of the shoes that from the different characters that I've played. And I think, you know, if we learn about more seasons coming up, it'll be nice to kind of put them back on again and see how much further she has come.
Yeah, this is so weird. Literally just a bunch of crows flew and like landed in my grass right now. I have like birds flying up here. I'm not even kidding. This is so weird.
Oh my
We sent
god.
them.
I'm
You're
serious.
welcome.
This is crazy. I was like, what? I'm by my home office here. They're like literally flying out. Oh, you can't see them.
Oh, wow.
They're literally,
Okay.
it's the
Yeah.
weirdest. And I'm like, I'm talking to all 3 of you guys. This has been so much fun. I can't wait for fans to see the show in April. Thank you so much for your time today. And I'm hoping for more seasons.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
Thank
Lovely to
you.
speak.
Congratulations on the Seriously. I have your beautiful book right here. I have to say, I'm in the middle of my second rewatch of the series. I love it so much. I literally went and ordered all the books. Congratulations on the show. I know that, Leigh, this is, you know, such a huge fandom, and I got so many fan questions for the both of you, but I honestly just want you to tell us how involved you were on set and during production with Eric. So Leigh, I'll begin with you first.
Really, my involvement began before production. Eric was kind enough to bring me into the writer's room. I would go in every week or every other week and listen to pitches and try to give notes and scream if I thought something was a terrible idea and do a dance if I thought that they were going down an incredible road. I was thrilled with all the surprises that came out of that and the innovation. And honestly, the feeling in that room was so welcoming and so easy. Like you could tell that Eric had created a place where people felt really comfortable sharing their ideas, being daring, taking chances. And I think that's so essential for creativity. And then when it came to production, you know, I was watching dailies and watching early episode cuts. And I did get to visit set twice, which was just extraordinary.
Yeah, awesome. I love it when creators really involve authors because I do a lot of, you know, novel to film and novel to series, and like it's really great. Eric, is there a particular scene or sequence from Leigh's book that she said that she absolutely had to get this right? If there was one thing you had to get this particular scene right, was there a particular scene or sequence?
I felt that applied to just about everything.
I'm like, I love that you think I said one thing. I was
Yeah,
like, get it all right, buddy.
You know, I would tell you that the one that I was most nervous about, I just put Leigh in a cameo in that scene so that I made sure that, you know, we had some there on set, just an extra pair of eyes.
So that's when you get nerves, you just throw the author. Leigh, can you talk about a little bit about your cameo? Did you have any say in what scene you were going to be involved in?
Well, I really wanted to die horribly. This was my dream, was to be torn apart by Volcra. But it really, you know, all had to do with when I was going to be on set. And initially, I was just going to be opening a door to let Alina into the little palace. And I was very ready. I was very excited. I was practicing my door opening. But then as it turned out, the way the schedule worked, I actually got to be in this huge scene at the little palace, or actually at the Grand Palace. And it was such a incredible moment for me because I remember writing that scene. I remember writing the choreography of it, the colors of it, and then to be in costume and surrounded by hundreds of extras was absolutely unreal. I got very emotional.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably, even as the series author, just got completely wrapped into your own world there for a second. I'm like, that's like my fangirl dream.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Although here's a secret for you. And I have a disability. And so I really can't wear the beautiful shoes that Wendy Partridge provided through the costume department. So they let me just wear my Crocs. So one of the Grisha in that big scene is actually sporting a very nice pair of Patricia Crocs.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I rock my Crocs around my house too. I love it so much.
Socks and Crocs. Yep.
Eric, you know, I love how you kept the dark R-rated setting, you know, when you made the series, because I see a lot of young adult novels who kind of go more towards like a PG-13 route sometimes to kind of like attract more fans. But I love how, you know, R-rated and how dark and violent this series is. So I'm curious for the both of you, is that something that you just absolutely had to make sure that you kept and created? Because when you're dealing with war and battle and monsters, you're going to have these violent situations. And some of these scenes, you really go there and are truly scary. So how was it like that, just keeping that kind of tone on set important to you?
It's one of the things that I loved about these books is that she didn't shy away from that violence and the terror and the brutality.
Yeah.
It raised the stakes for the kids. It raised the stakes for these, you know, for these essentially small players trying their best to be scrappy and survive in this world that can kill you 6 ways to Sunday. So I had to honor that in this move into the adaptation. Otherwise, it would come off. I would come off too soft. I could hear Bogger yelling at me, "You're being too soft, boy." So like I didn't want that. So.
Well, trust me, I think that you did a beautiful job, Leigh. I'm excited to start your books, and congratulations on your new one coming out at the end of the month. The cover art looks so gorgeous. I was looking at it on your Instagram. It looks so pretty. I got to pre-order that one too. Thank you so much for your time today, and I can't wait for fans to see the series. And I'm going to be like finishing my rewatch. I'm currently on episode 4 again.
Oh, yay.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you both for your time today.